Hello everyone and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War Kingdoms Edition with the Welsh. Things are going pretty well. England is on the back foot and we're going to start making a move on the Barons Alliance soon and then probably push into Scotland. Now of course England has still got some little bit of territory in Ireland, so they're not out of the running just yet, but we're pushing them off the mainland, which is the main thing. And when I was setting up, I noticed in Canterbury there is no one sitting inside, which means Marodud here, I think,
With honor, sire.
as long as he doesn't encounter anyone along the way,
With honor, sire.
can just walk
As you
into
command,
can just walk into Canterbury and take it.
honourable,
There's a potential for
glorious
revolt though, so we're
victory.
going to exterminate it.
God be praised. He has granted us victory.
And so we're taking Canterbury without any loss of life. But it's going to be overwhelmingly English, so we're going to have to find a way to... We're going to have to build a church as soon as we can in there. London's not too happy, but if we drop the tax rate, that should help. I would also get an assassin out in London. And I'm going to get Mr. Llewellyn here, our faction leader. He's going to make a move on Arundel,
By your will, sire, we shall
this castle
engage.
down here. We'll get a ram and we'll get some ladders as well. We only need so many, however.
We shall
What's
prevail in
inside?
this siege, sire.
John de Warren and 75 armoured sergeants, not too bad. A decent commander, but it doesn't seem to be anything we can't handle, especially with Llewellyn, who is a pretty damn solid commander, all things considered. And there's also some bits over here that we need to deal with. Over here, kind of in, I believe it's going to be Norwich. Yes. Norwich has got some troops inside, but again, nothing that we can't handle, I don't think. I'm actually going to move him over to this
As you command.
trade here, just so we can see things a little bit better. Although he might actually make more money. Yeah, he'll make more money on the dice, so we can head back towards the dice. Now here in Nottingham, we've got a bunch of troops who don't need to be staying here, I don't think. Public order is okay for now. And the governor's influence is only 5%. Who is the governor? David here. So we can probably take Rodri. We can probably take Rodri out. We can at least take one of them out.
An order.
If I take them both out, is that going to be a problem? Yes, so who do we leave behind?
Command me, sire.
Defid's the better manager, but he's also a better commander, so I'll leave Rodri behind here.
An order.
He can keep Nottingham under
As
wrap
you
and key.
command.
And David will take
Order.
pretty much whoever he can.
Order.
We've got a very large archer contingent here.
My lord. Order.
Out of there.
Combining forces,
Probably needs a bit
sire.
more of a front line, however. He can take these two spearmen as well.
Merging armies,
And he is going to march on... Oh, there's that really massive English army here that I'd really rather not face. He will march on Lincoln, I would say.
They'll wish they'd never been born.
He'll march on
sire.
Lincoln.
We go no further.
Someone else will...
today.
probably Llewellyn will march on Norwich here. And you will march on York next turn.
At your service.
Scottish merchant here. I can probably get you down and out if I'm
At your
lucky.
service.
73%.
Shall we take then?
Wonderful.
Going
So the
forward
Scottish
after
aren't going to be too
my
happy,
assets,
but they're not going to be too happy for much longer.
My liege.
And if we can get
sire. At your
these,
service.
if we get our merchants to be somewhat
Your money is
decent,
good with us, noble one.
then that would be
We welcome your
useful.
custom, sire.
At your service.
You are going to not do very well against
Deal
him.
With the competition, sire.
Deal with the competition, I don't think you would do very well. So I'm going to get you to move back over to here,
Tomorrow's journey awaits, sire.
and you can get a little bit
I
of
shall continue
trade there on the iron. I think that's all we can do this turn. So we're going to end the turn and see what awaits. There's an English spy trying to get into London. Maybe to cause a bit of unrest. That's okay. And the English fleet's still causing issues. And some... Oh, there was a big Scottish army. Was that over in Ireland? I think it was. I think the Scottish will be our main... No, that's up in Norway. Either way, I think the Scottish will be our main competition. But then again, we haven't really encountered the Irish that much. We've only really been fighting the English, so who knows what we may encounter in the meantime. And whether we'll be activating war with someone. We've got a candidate for adoption as well. Proven commander, drill master, night fighter, generally loyal, plain. I'm not a fan of Drill Master. I don't like the minus morale that gives, so no. Montgomery wants a Merchant's Guild. Yeah, that's fine. And Time Machine made. An elaborate new time measuring device has begun to appear in several places around Europe that does not rely upon water or the light of the sun to work. Scholars have explained that it has been discovered that the motion of a swinging object can be used to drive the clock mechanism. Those that have seen one of these new mechanical clocks have suggested making one large enough to see from a distance would be useful. Absolutely. We did manage to annex York, so the council are disappointed with us, but that's okay. We are still the most kind of snazzy faction, which is always wonderful, most advanced faction. Oxford we can put it back up to normal taxes, and Oxford can have a... What do we want here? We get a fairground down, communal farming. How are we doing in terms of... Okay, we're mostly Welsh now. You can have a city watch. Yeah, have a city watch. Montgomery is now our merchant base. So we want to be training merchants out of Montgomery, I would say. And that can also have a council chambers as well. Because they're struggling a little bit with their growth rate. We don't want them to fall into squalor. Canterbury Marauder there by himself. He's doing okay for the time being. London is gonna maybe have some problems. Is there anyone I can move over? Oxford, are you okay if I step you out? And I need to move you over to London to preserve public order there. Oxford will manage on a low tax rate, that's okay. And let's get you moving back towards your dies.
On my way. Opening a new trade.
Where to, sire?
There's not many people in Lincoln at all, actually. I'm going to move you to here,
With discretion, sire.
just so you can see things a little bit better. I'm still not too happy about the enemy fort, so I'm just going to kind of try to leave it alone, to be honest. You're going to move on here.
Them, my lord.
Okay, we're still making a profit.
My lord.
And I think that army has gone rebel. Is there anything we want to grab here? How long can you hold out? 7 turns. We'd have a pretty major cavalry advantage. Get it done.
To battle it is, then,
We're going to go against the Barons Alliance. Get a ram and a bunch of ladders, but I'd much prefer to siege them out if I can. Would you believe our Barons Alliance relationship is very poor? I just want to strike back at them before they become a little bit too powerful. In the meantime, let's take out Arundel with King Llewellyn.
You command, my liege.
Against John here. What do we know about John? He's a bold attacker, so he's got good morale. Pretty good in terms of command. And an okay manager. Nothing that I don't think we can handle. We'll take a night attack. Just makes King Llewellyn even more of an excellent commander.
Muster your courage, men. We march into
Once we take out Arundel, we can move on to Norwich and Lincoln and wipe the English off the face of the British Isles. So then it's a Celtic way forward between the Scottish, the Welsh and the Irish. And of course the Norwegians, but I wouldn't classify them as Celts per se, or Celtic. Okay, we're just going to pretty much go straight away. Where's our ram? It's going to be under the Sethway. I'm not entirely sure I agree with that. You're going to go pick up the ram for me, please. Knights are on the centre. That's okay. You're going to run up here. You're going to run up here. You're going to go around down the gate. And we have some other spearmen here who can go up here, and that way we can start going after these armoured sergeants on the walls, and we should have enough people coming in from multiple units to be able to deal with them, I would say anyway. At least that's the idea. Whether that actually turns out in practice is a whole other question. Okay, let's speed up time while they're just getting started. And our ram could, of course, burn, and that's something we don't need to have. Or we don't. I say we don't need to happen. We don't want it to happen. So I'd like the ram to do its job.
The battering ram is in place.
They've just poured burning oil on us. That's not wonderful. We need to get these other spearmen involved as soon as possible, because our spearmen are not keeping up with these armoured sergeants at the moment. Actually, they're doing better now. But as soon as these spearmen, I want to trap them on the walls. I don't want to fight them down there. I'd rather fight them up on the walls here, where we can just keep them trapped. Archers, I don't think need to do anything just yet.
Our men have done well.
Gates have fallen at a cost of a couple of units. Drop the ram. And let's get you inside. I want to flank these armoured sergeants if I can.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
I like the voice acting.
The Lord is with us today.
Okay, we captured the enemy's walls.
The enemy's walls.
That should lower the amount of towers spitting arrows at us. And we're just going to pretty much surround these armoured sergeants till they rout, hopefully. We have definitely lost some spearmen here to either the burning oil or the armoured sergeants on the walls. And I just need to get them. I just need to get them all to get involved now, really. In the meantime, let's get our archers forward to here, and our general as well. They can start cracking on with there. No, don't let them escape. Do not let them escape. You're charging after them, please. Where are they running to? Make sure they don't escape. I don't want to fight them on the plaza. I'd much rather fight them here. There's 4 of you here. You should be able to take them out.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
They are now wavering. I think the armoured sergeants are stronger than our Welsh spearmen here. But I'm hoping we can just surround them. Okay, there we go. We've got the rout. Excellent. Still kill them if you can, please. Don't want to fight them on the town centre if I can help it. Okay, let's get the spearmen moving forward. Archers, don't use fire arrows, please. As soon as the archers are in place, they can start firing at the general. And then we'll get the infantry in here, and they will be able to go after the cavalry. 4 units of spearmen, albeit even damaged spearmen, should be able to do some good work against the general's bodyguard. There's only 23 of them, and nearly 200 of the spearmen, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Speed up time and see if we have any issues. I don't think we will. I need to make sure these archers get a little bit closer. They're a little too far out of range. There we go. They can start doing some more good work now. And I think the general will charge in. Or is he just going to let himself be killed? Because I'm more than happy to not take casualties if you don't want to charge in. If he's not going to charge in, that's okay. I'm happy to not take the damage of taking on heavy cavalry, because even just a handful of heavy cavalry can be so very, very powerful. So I don't mind that at all.
Good tidings. All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have
so we
won
lost
here
64
today.
men. A lot of that was on the walls, fighting the armoured sergeants and to the oils that were running down on us. That's okay. England can't afford the ransom. Actually, it's because they're running out of territory rather quickly. So we take a rundle. It's a castle. It's loyal. We will just occupy it. That's okay. Can get some presents straight away. That's not a problem. Don't think we need them straight away. We'll just merge some of the units here, and we will. Can I leave one of these units behind? No, I'm going to leave more than one. If I leave one spearman, one archer, does that hold a rundle? Not quite. Okay, just stay in a rundle this turn then, that's okay. Up in Scotland, I saw a lot happening up here between various factions, and there's a bunch of people in that fort. Knut Hackinson is in Wick. And you've got this chap coming in who with a pretty significant army.
Strength and honor, noble friend.
In fact, I mean, there might be a big fight here by the fort actually. Lots of dismounted Huskarls, semi-axemen, Huskarls. That's a tough force to deal with in that fort there.
Glory to both our people.
And looks like this Scottish army is quite badly battered. So I'd say the Norwegians might have that actually. I want to keep an eye on Wick and Inverness if I can. There we go. If possible, if I've got a spare spy anywhere, or maybe I can recruit one. I'd like to send a spy over to Ireland. I'm not sure I need you anymore. You're going to head over towards the Lancaster docks, and you're going to go and have a look and see what's happening in Ireland.
Your Majesty.
So that's going. You're going to just see if we get some updated map information for Scotland.
Tomorrow's journey planned out, sire.
We're going to keep on sieging this force, and I'd much rather take them on the open field if possible. I think we also have an assassin here, don't we? Yes, we do. He's only a cold killer. He's not excellent.
Who do you want dead?
Let's get him moving up this way.
Continuing once I've rested.
Continuing once I've rested. Okay, end the turn. And some of our merchants move around. Some of English spies move around. There's plenty of English spies at the moment, causing havoc in our cities, but that's okay. It's all about moves and counter moves. Scotland and Norway continue their conquest against each other. And I think we're about to lose one of our merchants here. Hopefully we don't, but something tells me we will. Speaking from experience anyway. You never know until they make that little gesture. One of them disappears. Unfortunately, the Welsh one this time. Looks like Scotland might be going for a fight at Wick there. We'll have to see. A lot of our ports have been blockaded. Oh, that could be a problem.
After a successful crusade in the Holy Land, Edward returns home a hero. Battle hardened and with Templar forces in tow, the English people rejoice, believing Edward can only lead them to further victories, as he now turns his attention to conflict closer to home.
Okay, that's a massive problem. Where is he based? Hi there, King Edward.
Honor defeating you.
Oh, God. Templar crossbowmen, Templar sergeants. What a terrible time for me to attack the Browns Alliance. Where's my really good diplomat? Is he around anywhere?
Yes, my lord.
Let's see if we can go make peace with the Browns
Approaching
Alliance.
their dignitary, sire.
I forgot he would come back at some point. We're going to break off the siege here at York.
To war, then, sire.
This is not worth us going
Yes,
after.
sire.
We are going to have to head south with
To battle it is,
in a hurry, really.
Be gone. You are not mine.
This guy's a very good diplomat.
I will only address you in
Sire,
Speak to the Browns
this
Alliance.
had best be worth our time.
You'll take a ceasefire?
How
Done.
could we refuse an honour and a pleasure?
Honour and a pleasure. I apologise, Browns Alliance. It was not my intention to go after you. It was just I got a bit power hungry, and then someone returned from Crusades, and then that was bad. How you? You're a pretty good. You're a pretty good merchant, actually.
at your service.
Where's some trade that I can go, which is relatively safe? There's gold mines down there. That'd be a good start. Construction: Pembroke, Gloucester, and Shaftesbury. A couple of new things that need to be upgraded. Caernarvon needs to have a fortress, but that's got up to Citadel. What does the Citadel get me? Gives me boiling oil, Great Raiders, Horsemen. That's a lot of money that I don't think I can afford at the moment. But I think we do need to start upgrading a new army. Let's get some spearmen here. Yeah, we're going to need to start thinking about the return of the English here. So Carnarvon's recruiting. Pembroke's a castle as well. Pembroke also has mines. It's a good amount of money to get from there. You take some spearmen as well. Not that we have much money at the moment. How bad is this army? Where's my... Oh, can I assassinate King Edward? 5%.
Name.
5%. Come on, Brockwell. Brockwell, you can take out the king, surely. No. No. It did not do very well. Relations worsened with England. Well, that's to be expected.
Settle matters on the field of battle.
Right. Where's our major army? There's you here. I'm going to keep you pushing to Lincoln. I don't think there's a reason for you to not push to Lincoln. And the more we can take away from Lincoln, the better. You're going to have to move down to deal with King Edward. I'm really not a fan of these Templar soldiers coming back, because they're going to be a tough cookie. I mean, you might be okay. I'd probably want to switch you out for a better commander. Possibly Defid. Defid could come over here, but he's away on campaign. Llewellyn is in Arundel and could feasibly take over the army. That's fine. Let's end the turn and see what will occur. I might even see if I can bribe this army next turn, these spear militia, and bring them into the fold. At least that's the plan. I'm intrigued to see what Edward will do. Yeah, he's going to go for London. Okay. I'm not sure we'll be able to protect London this turn. We might just have to lose it and bring it back.
The enemy has surrounded us. We're besieged.
We could try rally. Kind of rally out. And try buy ourselves some time to have the siege equipment until the main army arrives. We'll have to see. Please don't come after my other merchant. He's only just been created out of Montgomery. That's an... Oh, is that William Wallace there? Or was that just how all captains look? I think that might be William Wallace there up in Scotland. We'll have to have a look in a second. Yeah, I think I might try buy those spearmen who are hanging out around York, because they can still be pretty useful against cavalry.
The fires of independence burn brightly in Scotland. Weary of aggression from its neighbours, a new hero has emerged to unite Scotland's clans. His name is William Wallace. A minor noble he may be, but behind him march thousands of warriors, each one with freedom in his heart and a sword in his hand.
Huh. Interesting. So Edward's returned from campaign in the Crusades in the Holy Land, and William wants to spawn this turn. Okay, this could get bad quickly. The Merchants Guild want us to acquire Barnaby's assets.
Peace must proceed.
No, he's 6 out of 10. That's not going to happen. I mean, I'd love to, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to happen. We're at peace with Scotland for now. There's William Wallace.
Strength and honor, noble friend.
Interesting. I'm slightly probably less concerned about the Scottish, even under William Wallace. Because these, I think I can outrange them, really. And technically we're still allies at the moment. I'm more concerned about the English for now, I think. We've kind of made peace with... We've made peace with the Barons Alliance now. I should have made trade alliance or trade rights. We'll do that in a second. This army here, how
We
much
shall
is it
listen
to
your
bribe?
proposal, but do not expect. No,
No.
we cannot agree
Okay,
until
they're not
we meet
gonna-
again, sire.
They're not going to agree to that, that's okay. I say it's okay, it's not really.
Your will, sire.
You can't get to London for a little while yet.
Let us settle matters on the field of battle.
How much can you actually realistically do?
I respect you, my enemy.
I'm not sure there's much we can do here. This chap here might just have to take the loss. Arundel, we can do some recruitment here. Nottingham is a fortress, we can recruit there as well. Also, take a blacksmith, you're going to need it. You can train up some infantry for us. Even if it is traitorous English infantry, it'll still be better than nothing. You two are not needed in Carnarvon. You need to move to the front lines.
Sire, my lord.
Move to Shrewsbury for now.
Yes, my liege. We shall
And we'll deal with
continue
you.
tomorrow,
We'll move you
my
somewhere else later on. Pembroke, you can go. The troops from Pembroke can go
We'll
mix.
make camp here, sire.
Can go meet with them, and I really want my long-range archers. To be honest, you are light cavalry. These horsemen. I'm not sure that's the best thing. We'll take 3. The Grim Raiders aren't even that good. They're good in snow. But we'll take 2 horsemen and these spearmen. Gloucester, were you recruiting? You could recruit, actually. And probably better troops than... Take those horsemen off of the recruitment tree. And recruit me some... Recruit me some basic militiamen, and then these 2 troops of spearmen can move on elsewhere. No, not in Cardiff. What am I doing? Get rid of those and trade in Gloucester, where we can train some proper spearmen. That's better. In terms of what we can do here in London, I'm not entirely sure there is much we can do.
It will be an honor defeating you. Orders.
So Huithril, you might have to just buy us some time. London's a large city, so it's going to have... It should have boiling oil, yes it does. It's still not going to help us that much. And we have 22 heavy cavalry, and he's going to have
respect you, my enemy.
significantly more than that. We're just going to have to delay him on the walls as best we can.
Your will, sire.
You're going to keep going.
To war, then.
Still another 2 turns to catch
We've
up.
marched our limit today, sire.
Are there any troops you can pick up in Nottingham? No, but you can pick up some troops from Nottingham next turn. That's okay. You're gonna...
Yes, sire.
You push into
Moving to
Lincoln.
crush the enemy. There'll be no escaping
Keep
us
on...
now. Attack!
We'll take Lincoln, they'll take London. It's not really a fair trade, but at least we're keeping it at a ratio of 1 to 1. Because otherwise this could get out of hand quickly with Edward returning from the Holy Land. See if we get a better weather. That'll do. I think there's only 1 unit inside here. I didn't even bother to check. Heavy bill militia. Okay, let's just burn everything to the ground. And then we'll get all our archers together. You and you as well. You can be ungrouped. We'll get all our archers forward. And they should be able to do some pretty good work here. Make sure no one's using the city flaming arrows, like they always do. Turn all those off, thank you. I think we can probably just fast forward this, as I think the arrows will be able to do a mighty good job at taking these guys out, as all these archers are long range. I thought he was going to be away on crusades much longer, to be honest with you. I didn't realise it was going to be so soon, but hey ho, benefit of hindsight and everything. Now they can start firing straight away, which is wonderful. Should start managing to get some casualty here. These guys are heavy infantry. They do have some proper armour, so they won't go. They won't go down straight away, but they will start to. They will start to fall now.
Well. The gates have fallen.
Gates have fallen. Will our archers do as much as they can here?
We're through the enemy's walls.
We're through the enemy's walls. Are they gonna? Are they actually gonna come attack us? I don't know. Or are they just gonna stay there? It looks like they might actually come attack. Okay. Let's get the infantry forward. They can finish the job. Possibly they're so overwhelmed by the amount of archer fire that they're never going to be able to make a decision as to what they're doing.
The Lord is with us today.
Our infantry will push in as well, get our general in as well, just to provide some additional support. 44 heavy infantry should be more than okay. We'll get all our infantry in. They should be able to do the job nice and simply. Archers can also keep firing. Only 41 of them left. When raiders are not, they're light infantry compared to heavy infantry. But with enough numbers we should be okay. I just need the rest of the light infantry to turn up. Or the rest of the infantry to turn up and join the fight, really. In fact, we'll get Defid in there as well. We might be able to get some additional experience for him, and that's not going to be bad at all.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
I just don't want him to be at the very front of the engagement like he is there. Let's speed up time. Okay, there we go. End the battle. So that will be the end of Lincoln. That'll be Lincoln under our control. Do we need to exterminate it? Yes, we probably do. Take the spoils of war, absolutely. Repair the walls. And probably get some of these troops moving straight away towards Nottingham to provide some support to the new front that we've got here. You can hold in Lincoln for the time being. We're not going to be able to hold London, that's for sure.
My lord.
The question is where they go next. We'll have to see where they go next. I'm intrigued to see how they're coping in Ireland as well. So I was sending over a spy to see what's going on. The siege of London, I think, is a lost cause. We'll do what we can to weaken the army somewhat, so we will actually fight. And it looks like that army is now going to decide to come out and do its retribution, which is going to be annoying, but a very tactically sound decision, in all honesty, by the English. We do definitely get a new army over there. Ooh, looks like they've lifted the siege of London, and they're all going to come over here for a big fight. Ooh, a big engagement with the English here. This is going to be interesting. Very interesting indeed to see how this goes. And the Scottish are going to take over our merchants, as they have been for a while. It's annoying, I should just stop training them, but we actually have the ability to train some decent ones at Montgomery. And looks like Scotland's winning up there in Wick, especially with the arrival of William Wallace. There's no chance that the Norwegians will be able to deal with that, even with some reinforcements in the boats. I don't think they'll be able to deal with William Wallace, so I think he's gone into concealment there. I do want to see if we can pick up those spearmen on a bribe. The ones that the Barons Alliance are attacking there, but I'm not sure I'll be able to. I'll absolutely take a... That's fine, I'll take a marriage. We've got an English detected agent, that's fine. And we have marriage celebrations. Relations improved with Ireland. That's wonderful. Speaking of Ireland, let's get our chap over here. We'll just head over to Castletown for the time being. That's terrifying.
I have not been sent here to speak.
That's absolutely that's very terrifying.
Aye, sire.
I'm just getting my agent onto land. Well,
Ships ready. Yes, sir. Full.
get my agent onto land. Okay, I can't this turn. That's okay. These mines at Pembroke should help us. Montgomery, Carnarvon has now got armourer. Wonderful. Let's keep on with our recruitment. We're going to need it. Get some more spearmen there. Here in Carnarvon, let's go for 3 Sethwyr. Pembroke can have a blacksmith and can recruit 2 Welsh skirmishers to hold Pembroke for the time being. Let's get this new army somewhat put together. It's not a great host. It'll buy some time. Let's bring the majority of these full stat troops back from Launceston. They don't need to be there. Not necessarily the highest quality troops, the Helweir, but they will at least be able to do some useful things. Even just holding walls. London we managed to get away without losing it, which is quite useful. Looks like they're planning a massive engagement outside of Nottingham.
Let us settle matters on the field of...
I'm not sure I can take on both those armies at the same time.
Sire.
Who do we have that can come lend a hand? Lincoln, I'm not sure we can get around in time. Oh, we can get Defid round. Let's get Defid on the bridge. Who else can get to us this turn? I don't want to lose Nottingham. Nottingham's important.
Your will, sire.
But I'm not sure I can fight all of them. I'm not sure I can fight all of them on the open ground.
My lord.
Defid might just have to hold the bridge for the time being.
Your Majesty.
Let's get the Sherwood archers over to the fort.
Orders. Sire. My lord. An order.
I can get you inside Nottingham, that might help. I'm going to get these any like low numbered troops out of here to the fort.
By your command. Your will, sire.
We're going to hold here at Nottingham.
Orders.
There's any Sherwood archers around. I wouldn't mind some more mailed knights. Is anyone building something that isn't terribly important? Blacksmith. Pembroke, you can do without a blacksmith for now. I want Nottingham to train some mailed knights and take out some recruitment somewhere. Actually in Pembroke as well, that's fine. I'd just rather recruit some more heavy cavalry in Nottingham to fight with against this crusading army of Edward and Captain Robin here with his still pretty significant army in the background as well. Let's get the Welsh spy down here so we can actually see things a little better. Let's get the spy here.
It will be an honor defeating you. Be gone. You are not.
Can I create a fort?
Your will, sire.
How much is it for a fort? No, they're permanent forts, aren't they? That's a problem. Chester also needs to be upgraded. Unfortunately, bigger things to deal with for the time being. Much bigger things to be dealing with for the time being. I think we'll leave things off there. A little bit of a shorter episode today, perhaps, but a lot has happened, and whilst not many fights, I think we're due one final major showdown with the English here. Thankfully, we were able to make peace with the Barons' alliance, but with the arrival of King Edward returning from the Holy Land and William Wallace up in Scotland, we have plenty on our plate indeed. More to come soon, indeed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.